Zuko made Aang promise him that if he ever showed signs of being like his father, that he would end him. Zuko, Aang, and the Earth King end up setting up the Harmony Restoration movement. In this movement, they will move all of the Fire Nation colonies back to the Fire Nation and away from the Earth Kingdom. 1 year later, Zuko is having trouble sleeping. He wakes up to somebody trying to assassinate him. They have a brief battle and Zuko ends up getting the better of the two. It turns out the person trying to assassinate Zuko is actually from a Fire Nation colony called Yudao. The person trying to assassinate Zuko ends up explaining how the Harmony Restoration movement is going to ruin everything. Zuko decides to go to the colony where she's from, and he sees that these people, they're living together in peace. Although there are some problems, it's not his right to separate them, and he backs out of the Harmony Restoration movement. Now remember the promise that if Aang sees Zuko act like his father, he will end him. So keep that in mind here. Aang ends up finding out about this, and he calls upon Avatar Roku for help and guidance on what he should do. Roku ends up telling Aang that a promise is a promise, and that he needs to do what is best for the world. And that is ending Zuko, because we don't want an Ozai 2.0, right? And in their eyes, he's acting like Ozai. Aang and Katara show up to the colonies to talk to Zuko. His guards meet them and they tell him to leave or they will attack. A fight begins, and of course Aang and Katara, they take out these guards with relative ease, right? You know, the Avatar and the greatest waterbender ever. These guards are no challenge for them. Eventually, the Fire Lord himself comes out and grabs Katara and holds her against her will. Aang sees this and gets really angry and he demands Zuko to let her go, but he refuses until they stop attacking his people. Zuko says, "I'm the Fire Lord now, and I have to protect the citizens of the Fire Nation." Aang blows him away, and Zuko fights back with the Fire Blast, and then Aang emotionally enters into the Avatar state, and he says, maybe Roku is right, a promise is a promise. But right before Aang does anything, Katara ends up stopping Aang, and they all decide that they need to talk and not do anything that they might regret. Zuko ends up showing them around the colony. He explains how it was his plan to personally remove the colony until he got there and saw what these people have created. Aang and Zuko both have pretty good points here. Zuko thinks it's disrespectful to take these people away from a life that they have spent generations building, and Aang thinks you cannot have balance if one nation occupies another. Now Zuko ends up having time to think about this. He doesn't know what's right, he doesn't know what's wrong, and he doesn't have anyone to ask for advice. So, at the very end of book 1, we see Zuko going to prison where Ozai is kept, and he says, "I need your advice, father." If you guys want me to cover the rest of these books, let me know in the comment section down below. Now guys, remember, as always, I do leave out some major plot details so you guys can go back and read these books for yourself and still be able to enjoy them. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. I'm pretty hungry now. I'm gonna go get some lunch. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video.